media from X, but I guess there's a cyber attack that's going on right now over at X. So there's an actual cyber attack, and we see Elon complaining about it. Now, what up, Torian? I literally just grabbed a screenshot.
The president says cabinet officers should play a bigger role in deciding who in their departments gets cut. He says they should go first in.
And then, sure enough, it pops up here. But anyway, there's a potential cyber attack going on right now with X. So I'm probably going to log out, and then I'll just log back in once they get done with everything. What up, kid? Let me see. So this is what I seen a while ago while I was just on Twitter. You know, the way the algorithm is over there, Elon Musk, all of his shit always pops up first, which I really don't like. But this is the first message that I see. So this Doge designer said first protests against Doge, then Tesla stores were attacked. Now X is down. Elon replied to it. Obviously there was more, and it was just basically saying that X is down, but it's not down, because I can go and bring this up. But it says there was and still is a massive cyber attack against X. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources. Either a large coordinated group and or a country is involved. Tracing. Now, that's one thing that's going to be, this is a good thing. Hear me out. This is a good and a bad thing, but it's a good thing for the people that this happened. Because when all these court cases were going down, a lot of judges were saying that they couldn't overrule or make any kind of judgments on this until they got more evidence. But if X is getting cyber attacked, this is good, because some of these employees that work for Doge, the fake Department of Government Efficiency, they're working to slash everything. They got your tax information. They got all your PII. So this is actually good that they can use this as evidence to go and take into the courts. So let's go in here and read into what's actually going on. But this is a good thing. Hopefully you don't have any like personal information on X. Obviously, none of my social media has my real name on there. None of my social media goes off of a real email address. Like even like nothing is connected to none of my legit. Everything has its own. Like my Mo.J, that Gmail is just if people need to contact me, but it ain't got nothing personal on there. What's going on, Nina? So Elon Musk says X is facing massive cyber attack. Musk says X cyber attack was done with a lot of resources, suggests large coordinated group and or a country is involved. No, I don't think the country is involved. I think this is just you. Let's see what they got to say.
Imagine a place where your child's first steps into education are filled with curiosity, exploration, and joy.
Oh, what is this?
Welcome to Battery Park Montessori. A little Montessori created in the heart of Battery Park. Our school nurtures young minds to become compassionate global citizens.
If y'all got kids,
who care for their community.
They can be trilingual and they can learn Mandarin.
Discover how
just in case China takes over, or they can learn Spanish.
To learn
but when the Spanish become the majority.
The president says cabinet officers should play a bigger role in deciding who in their departments gets cut. He says they should go first in deciding which workers have to go, rather than waiting for orders from Elon Musk. Trump's not reining Elon in, oh no. He's streamlining Doge to make the Department of Government Efficiency more efficient. It was a very necessary change. Too often, cabinet members had no knowledge of the changes Musk was proposing for their own departments. Too often, high-value workers had been let go, only to be rehired when the department head realized they had to stay. That created chaos, which could eventually have hurt the president politically. His approval rating remains strong, but nip the bad PR in the bud. Here's the president.
I want the cabinet members to keep good people. I don't want to see a big cut where a lot of good people are cut. I want the cabinet members to keep the good people, and the people that aren't doing a good job, that are unreliable, don't show up to work, et cetera, those people can be cut. So I had a meeting and I said, I want the cabinet members go first, keep all the people you want, everybody that you need. And it would be better if they were there for 2 years instead of 2 weeks, because in 2 years they'll know the people better. But I want them to do the best job they can.
The president's guarding against possible legal challenges to future job cuts. Some court rulings have objected to Musk issuing firing notices, but if the cabinet officer does it, there's no legal issue about who can hire and who can fire. The bottom line here is that the Doge program will move forward more vigorously without territorial disputes and political embarrassment. As the president said, we say the scalpel rather than the hatchet.
Well, real quick, even like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. The cabinet members aren't going to know who these employees are. The cabinet members all the way at the very top. No one's going to know these 30, 40,000 people that they're firing. No one in the cabinet knows any of these people. Now, these are the department heads. But anyway, we're here for, I thought they were going to be talking about the hack, and I'm going to try to find an actual article about it. Let's see. Tech billionaire Elon Musk said that the social media platform he owns is facing a massive cyber attack. There still is a massive cyber attack against Musk, who is heading the Trump administration Department of Government Efficiency. Doge wrote on X. See, this wasn't even nothing. This is the same thing. We get attacked every day, but this was done by a lot of resources, Musk said earlier. And either a large coordinated group or a country is involved. Elon and X. My Twitter finally. Well, it may have just been in the States. Over here, I ain't have no issues with it. Musk says that X is under a massive cyber attack as platform suffers multiple outages. Now this is good because I was just watching. I literally watched this weekend. We'll play that. We'll play that after. As platform suffers multiple outages, they're under a massive and sustained cyber attack as his social media platform suffered at least 3 outages across Monday. There still is a cyber attack against X. He posted on the platform. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources. He was posting after the platform went dark in the very early hours of Los Angeles morning for about 45 minutes and dropped out again around 6:30 a.m. PT, Pacific Standard, for another 45 minutes. And then it started experiencing difficulties again around 8 a.m. The alleged cyber attack followed a raft of physical attacks on Tesla showrooms across Europe and in the U.S. over the weekend. In the show of anti-Musk sentiment, far-right billionaire Musk has become a figure in the U.S. and global politics following his support for President Donald Trump and the appointment as the head of the controversial Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, which we need them to continue to say that he is in charge so we can sit his ass down for a deposition and make sure he doesn't get caught lying up under oath, which would be perjury. Now, obviously, there won't be any jail time because he'll be able to get a pardon, but you can still put those charges on him, and you can go ahead and start giving out fines, hit him in his pockets, because that's the only place that is really going to hurt someone like Elon. But it's aimed at cutting U.S. government jobs. Now, this is the tweet that we just had the screenshot of, and he keeps saying the same thing over there. The website downdetector.com noted a peak of 17,000 reports of X being down out of the U.S. in the first outage, followed by a peak of 40,000 for the second outage and 35,000 as of 10:23 a.m. in the latest ongoing incident. Elon Musk's social media platform X appeared to suffer 45-minute outage in some territories Monday. Hundreds of users of X, formerly known as Twitter, reported issues with loading the site and being greeted with the error message, "Something went wrong, try reloading." Problems were first reported around 1:30 a.m. Who was up at 1:30 a.m. with the site then coming back online around 2:15. So they had about 45 minutes. Social media outage monitor down detectors showed a spike in complaints around its time frame. The site was running as normal as of 1:15. There was no immediate explanation. Now, I'm gonna try to find. Oh, here we go. Someone named Anonymous. This is what happens when you lay off hundreds of highly trained, computer literate government employees. Now, you got your white and your black crimes that you can do when you're computer hacking. I think white crimes is just well, not white crime, but white hacking is just, you just doing it for a good cause. And the black hacking, and obviously whenever they mention black with something, it's supposed to be the evil, the bad one. But this happens when you lay off government employees just for LOLs and leave them with a grudge and a lot of time on their hands, especially when you fire all the people who actually keep the site running. Yeah, all these people saying the same thing, but here's what I wanted to play. Anonymous did a message to Elon years ago.
Hi, Chef John DeLucci here from Provisions Community. Today we are doing chicken.
This is a message from Anonymous for Elon Musk. People are beginning to see you as nothing more than another narcissistic rich dude who is desperate for attention. You have even prematurely crowned yourself Emperor of Mars. You may think you are the smartest person in the room, but now you have met your match. We are Anonymous. We are Legion.
Tesla and SpaceX, Elon, CEO, apparently threatened by Anonymous. Anonymous is a decentralized international hacktivist group. They accuse Musk of ruining lives with cryptocurrency games. Anonymous claimed that the car sales are not main source of Tesla's income. Obviously, it was with Bitcoin, where he was putting money in there, going up and down. The hacktivist group claimed that Tesla sells carbon tax credit and enjoys government subsidies. We know about that. In the apparent threat, Anonymous asked Musk to expect them. Now, this is back in 2021. It kind of died down. But as things progress, they never actually leave.
A message from Anonymous for Elon Musk. For the past several years, you have enjoyed one of the most favorable reputations of anyone in the billionaire class, because you have tapped into the desire that many of us have to live in a world with electric cars and space exploration. But recently, your carefully created public image is being exposed, and people are beginning to see you as nothing more than another narcissistic rich dude who is desperate for attention. It appears that your quest to save the world is more rooted in a superiority and savior complex than it is in actual concern for humanity. This has been obvious to your employees for a long time, who have faced intolerable conditions under your command for years. It is also obvious to the young children working in your overseas lithium mines, which are destroying the local environment as well. You have been open about your willingness to stage coups in order to install dictators in places where your toxic products are being mined. You have even prematurely crowned yourself Emperor of Mars, a place where you will be sending people to die. Your fanboys overlook these issues because they are focused on the potential good that your projects can bring to the world, but you are not the only show in town, and your competition is growing more intense with each passing day. There are plenty of other companies working on space exploration and electric vehicles. You are just the only CEO who has gained a cult following through and trolling the world on social media. In fact, many people are now learning that the vast majority of Tesla's income doesn't actually come from selling cars, it comes from government subsidies, selling carbon tax credits for your innovation with clean energy. This technically isn't your innovation though, because you aren't actually the founder of Tesla, you simply purchased the company from two people much more intelligent than you are, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. Tesla has also made more money holding Bitcoin for a few months than they did in years of selling cars. It is also more than likely that this Bitcoin was purchased with money from these government subsidies. It is now widely believed that you have been forced to denounce your company's involvement with Bitcoin in order to keep that green government money flowing into Tesla's coffers. The energy use argument about proof-of-work mining is a very nuanced conversation that requires a fairly complex understanding of how power grids work, and how excess energy is wasted by power companies, and sought out by crypto miners. This is a conversation that you have been having for over a year and were intimately aware of. But as soon as your main source of income was threatened, you pretended to be clueless in an attempt to play both sides of the fence. Then, your move to create a Bitcoin miner council was rightly seen as an attempt to centralize the industry and take it under your control.
They were calling this out in 21. And guess what they just hosted? Some crypto convention. And obviously, when Trump got in office, him, his wife, his son, they all launched their own meme coins. They were calling them out. So I'm to believe that they're gonna be on his ass for these next couple of years. They're about to start exposing him little by little. And obviously, we already knew he was living off of government subsidies. Um, so the whole crypto thing with Bitcoin, what he did was he would buy a lot of Bitcoin and watch it go up. He would sell his personal stocks, but he has so many of them in Tesla, sell them, put it in Bitcoin, and then boom, as it goes up. So that's where all the money is being made. But as you see, he had to stop that. But then he bought X and he's been having this plan because that was what, 22, 23? He's been having this plan. Fund the election, get Trump in there. Now Trump is doing everything he wants, but he's getting rid of everyone that oversees everything that has to do with SpaceX, with Tesla, cryptocurrency. He's trying to remove all of those people so he's able to go and do it because Trump don't know what the hell is going on. Trump can't even make a complete sentence. And they were talking about how old Biden was. And we're watching this guy talking about everything is the greatest ever. He even said this week that, well, it's only Monday, but he said that border crossings have have been more than 100% erased. Basically saying if it's 100%, that's zero. How can you be more than 100%? People going back on their own, but that's neither here nor there. We'll finish out what Anonymous has to say, and we'll see if there's any more current articles about this hacking.
Reading from the comments on your Twitter posts, it seems that the games you have played with the crypto markets have destroyed lives. Millions of retail investors were really counting on their crypto gains to improve their lives. This is something that you will never understand because you were born into the stolen wealth of a South African apartheid emerald mine and have no clue what struggle is like for most of the working people in the world. Of course, they took the risk upon themselves when they invested, and everyone knows to be prepared for volatility in crypto, but your tweets this week show a clear disregard for the average working person. As hardworking people have their dreams liquidated over your public temper tantrums, you continue to mock them with memes from one of your million-dollar mansions. You may think you are the smartest person in the room, but now you have met your match. We are anonymous. We are legion. Expect us.
That was Anonymous from 2021. Let me see something. Let me look at one more thing. The orange man child. Musk is the shadow man. Hey, I mean, when you got that money, man, they basically bought America, man. They bought America. What? Hold on. We'll go into that next. Elon Musk claimed X is a massive victim. Tens of thousands of users reported outages. Musk, who bought the site, known as Twitter in 22. So this is 1 year after Anonymous. We get hacked every day. This is a large one. All right. So none of this is really saying anything different. So that's pretty much it there. We actually got some. X is being hacked, and we're gonna see if anything else is getting hacked. But we do have some breaking news. I guess it's happening right now. Let me go ahead over to this.